this accountability process will have to go down because through the process in each of the courts. The same thing applies to the district. The district is flatter because there are no directors. So there's a district session council or the district standing committee or the district session itself, and the district minister is responsible to this council. And again, normally when he's reporting to this council, he does so through the clerk of the district when he is chairing any of these court-related structures. But generally the clerk, the treasurer, and the ICs, implementation coordinators, should be working directly to the district minister. And then the agents in charge in all the congregations and preaching points will also be working to the district minister. And when the committees are appointed by the district, they also work under the director. So it's a fairly flat organization there. They also work to the district minister. And then if there is any staff in the district, the district minister is always there with them. The clerk and all other people are part-timers most of the time. So the staff also will work directly to the minister. If there's a full-time clerk in the office, then you may vary some of these things slightly, but mostly we don't have full-time clerks in the district. And so in the office itself, the staff are working straight to the district minister. So it looks flat. And the same structure applies actually to the congregation. It's the same flat. You only replace the district minister with the agent in charge. So this is basically the accountability framework as we have it. On accountability. Okay. So before we go on from the framework onto the framework for goals and KPIs, we'll pause a little because we've gone through generally the facilitation and the accountability framework, pillar 1 and pillar 2. And we know the framework for goals is part of pillar 2. But it's quite a different game altogether because so if there are any questions on the processes, I'll pause. If you want to speak, please speak up. You unmute your mic and then you ask your questions. Introduce yourself before you do so, please.
Hello, Baba. This is Michael Obriabua.
Yeah, Mike.
Hope Preaching Post, San Diego, California. So my question has to do with the MEO's reward or sanction for the AOs below them. So I guess my question is the MEO going to sanction or reward the AO just because of based on the strategic plan that has been accepted only, or on all other responsibilities of the AO?
I guess it should be on all responsibilities of the AO. The strategic plan is just bringing things and formalizing some of the things that are done already. But of course, it doesn't cover everything. And under the normal human resource management processes, they are accountable anyway. So I think we are just extending that accountability. So it will be for all other things. The other thing is that we've asked at the national level here, we are asking the Committee on Human Resource Management Administration to pick this strategic plan principle of accountability and fuse it into the what is expected that there should be a human resource accountability system in terms of annual performance appraisals for people who are engaged to do work for an organization. We have that a form already, but I think it's gone defunct. And we are asking that should be activated so that other areas that are not strategic plan can be brought on board so that the two can be taken together. So the strategic plan part is incorporated in an overall accountability system. But for now, as far as the strategic plan is concerned, the framework that we've given out, which we may train on later on, is what we are pushing. So that will appear to collect information only on the strategic plan component. But if you look at that, there are a lot of financial issues and things that are put in there that you are paying your assessment. Now we don't call it assessment. What do we call it? Contribution. Are you paying your contribution promptly? Are you responding to correspondence, or are you submitting your reports and things on time and all those things? All are there already, but probably there are other softer issues as far as performance appraisals are concerned, which will have to be brought on board so that this will not be too mechanical. So we've asked the Human Resource Committee to work on processes like that. So hopefully, as we go forward, these things will become very obvious. If there are any more questions.
This is Reverend Letitia Kidney.
Reverend Letitia, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. My question is similar to this, but I'm talking about on accounts.
Please go ahead.
On accounts, like we have on account strategic planning, and then even weekly offerings, tithing, and other things, all that we know all along is that a point in teaching and then to the church. How can we put this in this accountability framework?
Yes, like I said, it's there. For instance, I don't know if you've seen the template for accountability. If you look on the website, you see the templates there that have been used for 2020. And there's something for each court. And you'll see that, for instance, now that we are doing, that the 50-50 apply to North America, and yes, now that we are doing 50-50, it's expected that congregations by Tuesday would have paid their 50%, and districts by Thursday would have paid their 50%. So those things are all captured in there in terms of accountability. You can also see in there that every court is expected that he submits his audited account by the 31st of March each year, which in Ghana here is the law. Once you are incorporated, you have up to 31st March to do your company account or non-governmental account. And then also, it's in the church's constitution that all audited accounts are completed by March 31st. So all these are covered in the performance agreement that have been signed. So like you asked, there are financial issues there. And as we go forward, if other financial, there's also an item in there which says that you should use about 15% of your total expenditure on certain aspects of ministry, like evangelism, welfare, and other things. So again, there's a way in which you are saying that when you are drawing your budget, somebody should be looking through your budget and seeing whether you are applying the right percent, or you are working yourself towards applying those right percentages to those ministerial areas. And when we are looking at your accounts, somebody should be able to review that to see whether you are meeting those targets and to what extent you are meeting those targets. So yes, the same principles are applicable to the account session as it's applicable to, because they are financial objectives that we've set ourselves. So yes, it's equally applicable. And this, as we go forward, these frameworks, objectives and things can be reviewed periodically by the GAC And when we think there are other areas which are become important, they will be introduced. If there are any other questions.
Sir, please,
Yes,
I'm continuing with this. That the district minister is the AO for the agent in the congregation, and the edited the accounts.
The district minister is a MEO for the AOs in the congregations.
And so if the editors have not edited the accounts, so that we present the AOs in the congregation have to do to the MEO as the district of the district minister. What can we do? Because he will monitor me.
Yeah. Yes, and you are supposed to get your treasurer. Sorry.
Yeah.
You are supposed to get your treasurer. You are the agent in charge, and you have a treasurer, and you have a session. So your session. So you, who is a AO, is the one who is supposed to put all the right type of pressure on the treasurer to finish his accounts, ensure that session has appointed an external auditor, and that the auditor has done his work and submitted a report to you before the close of March. It's your job. And you are the manager, so you have supposed to do what managers do. You can't do the work yourself, but others are doing it. The only difficulty in the church is that when a lot of these people doing these things are doing it voluntarily, then you have to put different type of pressures from when you have employed the people to do it for you. But you still have to develop the skills, the communication skills, to be able to relate with the people who are assisting you to get the job done.
Thank you.
You're welcome, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Letitia. Okay, so we'll take, if there are no lingering questions, we'll take a 5 minutes break, and then we'll continue with the framework for goals and KPIs. President Chairperson, is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay for us, please. It's
okay. Okay, so we'll leave it to you to call us to order, sir.
Okay, now, beloved, let's have a small rest. You can, walk through your distance. You know, this time we cannot go outside. We are indoors. So, strengthen your, yeah, you can go for a cup of tea or coffee or anything. Then we resume exactly 5 minutes after what we expected. Thank you, Mr. Hesse, for the first session. We're excited.